Well, there is the lineup for you. Thanhkien, Zez, Perez, Fort, Maite, Martina, Collins and Matadi. Just making sure the blocks are secured. And of course, we'll see how the Cuban goes, Perez. He's in the third lane. We'll meet them one at a time. Thanhkien of South Africa, former South African record holder at 100 metres, 10.17. He was fourth in their national championships this season. Zez of France, drawn in the second lane, the best of what, 10.37, so a little bit to find here. Second in the European Team Championships, 200 metres just recently. And there's a powerful-looking fellow is Junior Perez of Cuba, close to Bolt in Ostrava, co-holder of the Cuban 60-metre record as well. So he's quick out of the blocks. Forte, he's a 1997 man at 200, 9.99 this season, equals his best. And Maite of the Ivory Coast has some good runs here, 3 times the African champion. Twice at 100 and once at 200 metres. The national record holder, ran well here last year as well, second in Stockholm. Chorandi Martin has been around so long now, he's 32, second in Hengelo. He was 6th in Oslo in the 100 metres, 10.19. And Kim Collins, 41 years old, personal best 9.93, set last year. Astonishing. World champion back in, what, 2003. And Matadi, right on the outside, here from Liberia, 26, 10.19, his best this season. So, Thanhkien, Zez, Perez, Fort, Maite, Martina, Collins, and Matadi. The men's 100. So many of these today. The hold is so long at the beginning, and it destroys that little edge of readiness, and you have to re-establish the psyche once again.
Well, to be fair, Stuart, there was quite a lot of noise in the arena. I thought they could hear quite a lot of kids' voices and excitement in the background. I wonder whether this will be a faulty start or somebody will be blamed for it. I must admit, I was at the US Championships last weekend in California for 4 days, and I don't think I saw a red card the whole 4 days. There were so many green cards and yet several blatant full starts. I did get the feeling as a Brit over there, it was one rule for them and one rule for the rest of the world, but I know at least one athlete did run under protest, so there was 1 or 2 red cards brandished, but very few indeed.
Thanhkien, Zez, Perez, Fort, Maite, Martina, Collins, Matadi. The men's 100 metres. Maite in the centre in that orange vest. I'm not sure what's happening here. It's Kim Collins now. What's he going to get this time? Is it a...
Well, if you look at the reaction times, Collins apparently did full start.
And he's gone. Well, yeah, red card for Kim. We don't see that too often.
You don't, and it's unequivocal, Stuart. You know, it's a long, long way. By a long way, a full start is what the system is saying.
So Thanhkien, Zez, Perez, Fort, Maite, Martina, then the empty lane, and Matadi of Liberia in lane 8.
La réaction quand il apprend
Yeah, I'm I'm so unhappy about the starting here. It really isn't good enough. I'm sorry to say that. We've had so many situations of this kind. There were before the live show. We had this situation occurring time and time again. First of all, when they're getting the blocks, they're down there for so long before the instruction of set comes in. Now, who's that?
Well, all the reaction times look okay to me, Stuart, on the computer at the moment in that second start.
Well, I hope it's not fourth, because it's his birthday today in that fourth lane. Good athlete. Fifth in the national championship trials over 200 meters. Didn't go too well there, but he has got a 9.99 for 100 meters. No. Lane 8 is going now, so gradually the field is diminishing. So lanes 7 and 8 gone, and they are the nearest to that crowd on the left, which is a bit unfortunate. I think the point Tim was making earlier, that there is a lot of noise there. Normally you'll get some degree of, how can I put it, just to allow the athletes to settle. Then you can shout and scream all you like. The tide is gone. So Brunchi, Zez, Perez, Fort, Métis, Martina there. The men's 100 meters. Conditions very, very good indeed. This time, Fort got away. Look at Perez. Perez is really storming away, and Métis on the near side. Perez and Métis, these two, and right on the inside, Brunchi. And Métis gets it. Perez in second. It could have been Brunchi of South Africa in third place. We'll check that in a moment, but he was down a little bit. And the time, 9.99. So a sub 10, minus 0.1 meters per second. So that's a very, very good run indeed. A season's best for Métis. He's been promising that. He really has. In promising it, Perez got the second place, of course, 10.05. And those who saw the race with Usain Bolt in Ostrava, well, they said he looked very comfortable, Usain, over the latter part of the race, so I shouldn't judge too much in the fact that Perez was close. But just looking at this, he did get a good start, and he is their champion over 60 meters, and that you can tell. And Métis really stormed home. 40 was under pressure, and Martini Chirandi, actually, Chiranda Martini, I think, got third place in the end at 10.23 on the near side, as he often does on this outside lane.
Well, I thought there was possibly a twitch from Fort in that third time of asking Stuart, but they did get underway. Métis running pretty well, the Ivory Coast man, considering all the delays beforehand. Of course, experience helps you cope with those. And he stayed focused and runs to under 10 seconds in more or less still air, but it's not a warm evening at all. It would have helped. The season's best for Métis there.
There it is, 9.99, 10.05, 10.23, the first three. Personal best for Perez, actually. Ran a bit